and we go. We have everybody. Nobody wanted to be left behind. Yes. So many hello. Hello. Oh, a whole team. Yeah, full house. Yeah.
Yeah, so the best way to launch it.
Yeah, guys.
So that when you guys will be coming over,
you're sure of what we are having.
Yeah, we are having. And we can't wait to have you all.
Even means the first time to be inside.
Yeah, the best.
You know? Aye, Uncle Mo.
This is one.
Aye. Guys, we are here. We have the river over there. Yes, guys. My brother is learning.
Exactly, guys.
Aye. And Rocio is feeding baby my.
Hello guys, people around the world, my people in America, UK, Canada, Germany, Jamaica, Kenya, Nigeria, South Africa, Namibia, Ghana, and any other part of the world. Guys, welcome and welcome good. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. This is the Pioneering YouTube channel, and I am _priceless as usual, coming to you straight up from Abuja, Nigeria, West Africa. Another banger, another video, another top-notch content for your viewing and watching delight. Guys, respect, yes, as the title suggests, my people, you know, the return of Marwa to Africa, changes that nobody sees and nobody's talking about. Wonderful people, yeah, we all know the boss Marwa has traveled the world, has been in Argentina for the past couple of months, and he has well, you know, bonded with his in-laws, with his brothers, sisters, in-laws, relatives of Rocio, and people that matters most to him at this critical, you know, point and juncture of his life, where he has decided to settle down, to get hooked up, to get, you know, really bonded to his partner, who is Rocio, that I love to call Roro, and they are now having what? A child in the person of Prince Maisha, the wonderful baby, the baby that is growing hale and hearty, strong, you know, capable, ready to take over from what his dad, Marwa, is going to, you know, stop. Yes, people, you see, there's something that we are all missing, or there's something that many are missing, but I, as Pioneering, I'm always on the lookout. I'm always on the way to see how this family will become a formidable force. This family will become so knitted. This family will become so close. This family will become so, you know, a force that they are unbreakable, a force that nobody can be able to penetrate them, a force that those who are jealous of them, who don't want them to excel, who don't want them, you know, to improve and grow in life, will always be at their beck and call, will always be envious of their progress, will always be, you know, enemies of progress, will always be haters, will always be people who have nothing to offer. But rather, they'll be seeing this family growing and growing. Guys, what are we talking about? We are talking about David Gino. Yes, on today's content, it is about David Gino. That is the change that nobody's talking about. We all know David Gino, whom you all know, I in person, has taken it, has been at loggerheads with him, has been critical of his stand, especially when it comes to his family, especially when it comes to Marwa, to be specific, in the family. Because we've seen David Gino came out, created content, told the world how he is not, you know, happy with the brother. But I critically advocated, caught him, tagged him, told him that, bro, every family you see in this life, everybody has challenge, every family has challenge. So nobody is spared, nobody that you see or any family you see, they are not going through issues. It's just that people decide to what? Keep their family issues close to their heart, close to their chest, without revealing them, without inviting or without giving other third parties room to come and meddle in the affairs of family, because family will always be family. Family will always be family, and blood is thicker than water, which we've advocated and taught him that. And luckily, the boy is listening, just like the brother, just like the sister, because I have been critical of them, these two, Dimango and David, and it is not that I'm against them. No, because there are some things that back then they were doing, and I find it offensive. I find it uncalled for. I find it ruly. I find it, unbecoming. And for the love I have for them, for the love I have for the family, I will not fold my arms and watch things or them, using themselves by themselves to create an avenue for the toxic, lazy gang members to penetrate, for the toxic, lazy gang members to get talking points, for the toxic, lazy gang members to get takeaways that they'll be leveraging upon and be hitting hard on them, guys. So, like we've seen Davy created content even before he traveled down to Cape Town in South Africa. Was it last year or last 2 years? We've seen him created content. We've seen him told the world that he will never ever forgive Marwa. But we are not talking about that, because the reason why we are doing this content, we are principally doing this content or creating this content to highlight the change that has occurred, the unity of purpose that this family are enjoying, and all thanks to who? Marwa. And that is what it implies to be a leader, to be the bigger bro, to be the elder, to be the elders. He's really leading by example. Marwa, you are indeed a leader. You do not give up on this boy. You do not give up on David Jr. You do not give up on your family. You've always stood up for the family. You've often, used diplomacy, and you brought back David Jr. to the family, letting him know that, bro, this is not how family are known for. This is not this and that. But guys, it is something that nobody is talking about, and it is something I expected us to, in positivity, we must have talked about. So that let's jump it into the ears of the toxic, lazy gang people who have always hammered on it, who has always used it as a reference point for content creation and revenue generation. So I think it is something we need to talk about. So we have to applaud him. You can see, guys, when Marwa returned, you can see that indeed Devi is now getting close, and we've seen content Devi even talking about the Marwa, because in the past he refused acknowledging, he refused talking about Marwa, he refused mentioning Marwa's name. But today, with this, coming of Marwa from returning of Marwa from Argentina to Nyapansi, we've seen Devi now getting closer, more knitted to the brother, and it is something that I knew I played a major role towards bridging that gap, because I've highlighted it, I drawn it into the ears of David Jr. that each and every single family member you see, or any family you are seeing, has issues. Nobody is paid. Nobody is not going through, issues. People are going through things. Families are going through things. In fact, maybe as I said in the past content, bro, David, your family issue that you think it is a problem to you, it is not a problem. And again, guys, we have to applaud him, because we realize as every day comes and goes, we are what? Maturing. He's also maturing, and the place of maturity has really, settling. It is really settling in him, and he's realizing some frivolities need to be abandoned, some frivolities need to be let go, and it is something that we have to give it to him. Kudos, guys. And this is the changes, guys. Nobody's talking about. This is something that is really happening, and it is taking place among this family. And like I said, all thanks to Marwa, because that is what it implies to be the leader. That is what it implies to be the firstborn. That is what it implies to be the go-in-between that can stand up for this. He has never abandoned him. He has never been perturbed. He has never been angered, despite all the nonsense like the interview David granted in South Africa. Targeting Marwa. Marwa has never been angry with him. Marwa has played down the rift. Marwa has played down the animosity. Marwa has played down the enmity that David tried to create. Instead, Marwa has always shown us that he loves him. And we all know the story of David Jr. Like I used to say, that very day David Jr. was brought on this YouTube channel, that was when the foundation of Villa Medellin was laid. And I remember that day, David laughing, hey, doing her like this, when he was brought to create his first YouTube content. Guys, I'm a long time follower of these people. I love them. I've seen them. And that is why when I see the rampant toxicity this family are going through. I said, no. I cannot fold my arms. I have to step in and bridge in the gap and tell the world that all these things that they are doing, they are saying, it's really what wrong. It is wrong. Highly wrong. So, you don't have the opportunity, or you've never had the opportunity of going closer to people. You just sit in your corner, like you used to call it in my Capone, the stupid, useless, black, ugly. You'll be saying, in my Capone, you are Capone. You've never had the opportunity of meeting them. You've not interacted with them. You've not, even watched them for a longer period of time, which you've even admitted recently. You've admitted recently that you've never started doing content when you talked about the issue, when Black Ugly talked about the issue, when Roto was thrown with a shoe recently. The content she created reacting on that. She said her first country was to go to Cape Town in South Africa. So she confessed that indeed by then she has never started creating YouTube content. And all of a sudden you came and you saw people, this family, doing their best, giving their best to people. Then you decided to jump in and you started creating content, lambasting them, painting them in bad lights. And you think you're gonna go scot-free? You aren't gonna go scot-free. So guys, this is the change that nobody's talking about. This is the change that we need to highlight as team positivity. And it is something really, good. We cannot just allow it and go like that. Let's drum it into the ears of the toxic, lazy gang. That indeed, Devi is maturing. Devi is becoming a man. Devi is understanding that yes. And with all the toxicity the family has received, if Devi couldn't have gotten it, I don't know when you must have gotten it. But I'm happy now you realize there's nothing better than family. At long last, it is family. Family over everything. Yes, after God. So, always, trying to bring down your brother was wrong, bro. So we are happy. We clap for you. We want to see more. We want to see you create more content with Marwa. Feature Marwa. Marwa also should feature you, so that we will finally let to rest the issue of what? This rift between the two of you. Yes, your mom is your mom. Your dad is your dad. Marwa is your brother. You are Marwa's brother. Dimango is your sister. You are Dimango's sisters. If there's anything we don't have the opportunity to choose, it's our family members. Nobody chooses the family member or members you belong. No. It is something given to you by the source, by the universe, by God Almighty. Nobody chooses it. So, unity should be paramount. Unity should be of great importance. Unity should be our watchword. And it is something that I'm really happy that today this family are living like a real, family, which all thanks to Marwa for standing up and leading the way, leading by example. And we have to give it up also to David for realizing and also the importance of advocacy we played in drumming it into his ears. So guys, it is something really important. It is something really nice. It is something really marvelous. It is, something that nobody is talking about, and that is the change. And we are happy. We want to see more from them. We want to see more from this family because they are what? One unit, one force. They belong to one mother, one father, everything in between. So my wonderful, wonderful people all around the world, people in America, UK, Canada, Germany, Jamaica, Kenya, Nigeria, South Africa, this is the reason we decided to create the content and let us know about the change that nobody is talking about, that is really taking place. One of the what important, stuff that is going on in your passion right now. So wonderful, wonderful people, my people in America, UK, Canada, once again, see us again in our next content. It is always a delight. It is always a nice moment to talking to us. My people, see us again. One love. Bye-bye. Straight up from Abuja, Nigeria. Bye.